when we look at this platform model, Brent and I both are convinced that at some point the consumer is going to figure out that not all realtors are the same. They don't all operate equally. They don't all provide the same value. Who I choose matters. Brent and I both believe that's a fundamental thing that will take shape in real estate transactions in the future. And so who you are partnered with also matters, because that's how you provide value. Thinking about it, we're going to close 350 transactions this year, I believe, and next year we got a target of closing 450 to 500 transactions. Is it possible that we have more experience than the average realtor? And the answer is of course, right? Yes. But now we also have these teams around the country. And Brent, I'll have you jump in here on the speed to innovation thing, which is one of my favorite things about Livian and why we believe it's the future of real estate.
First of all, speed to innovation, Livian is like a beehive, right? So, imagine the top agent in your area, in your market. Now imagine one of those in every single market, all cohesively and with a lot of synergy working together and bringing, hey, I do this really well. And then they bring it to the hub, and the hub, if it does work and they've proven it, right? I think there's a big difference between, hey, this piece of tech is awesome, and hey, I've implemented this piece of tech and it works really well. Here's how you do it. And then Livian can then distribute that throughout all of the other Livian platforms, either at a massive discount or sometimes just being a part of the platform. So you just get access to a lot of these pieces of innovation. We stepped back and we said, okay, we need to take the initial steps pretty slow. And we wrote out, I would say we probably spent countless 8-hour days in front of a whiteboard, literally just him and I saying, what's going to go right? What could go wrong? If it goes wrong, how do we deal with it? And what do you like to do? And who's going to make the big decision in this area? Who's going to make the big decision in this area? Like, we unpacked as much as we possibly could because we had so much to lose if the integration went wrong, right? So for us, the most focus went into the narrative and how we were going to deliver this to our team, how we were going to get our team behind the idea, and then not only behind it, but then also support through what we were anticipating to be rough waters, and then not have a bunch of fall off. We didn't want to lose either a bunch of admin or a bunch of agents. We wanted to, maximize the talent that we had. We both had a lot of talent and utilize it the best way we could.
What do you guys think keeps other top producers from either considering something like this at all or saying yes to it once they've considered it?
I think what kept me from it was probably ego, right? Like, I can do this on my own. I don't need help. So you don't even get a chance to really understand what it could do for you, right? So I think that's probably the biggest issue is ego. What else would you add to that, Brent?
I think that there's probably agents out there who maybe have been in the business long enough and their business is exactly where they want it to be and it's producing exactly what they want, and they're okay with the ebbs and flows of the market shift. Like, I think it goes with brokerages, right? Keller Williams isn't a fit for every single agent. Well, platforms are probably not a fit for everyone. And then I think the second category of people that might say no is ego. And here's the thing, that kind of sounds harsh, but let me tell you, once Chase and I put our egos in check, I leaned heavy on my brand and I was really proud of it. And what we had built in a short period of time when we joined Keller Williams in, between 2015 and 2018, we went from who's City of Trees to, we're number 3 and number 2 in our market center. My ego really liked that, right? But once I set that aside and I realized that, that's not what creates stability. True collaboration and true partnership, strategic partnership, creates consistency and sustainability. The proof's in the pudding. I mean, we've had the last 6 months have been some of the most profitable months I've ever had because of this alignment. And so put the ego aside and, do what's right for the business might be what gets in people's ways.